Hi guys and welcome to my channel. My name's Kilcamdave and this is a update about the Conqueror and what could we be expecting. Now like I said, this is not gospel. Please do not take this as gospel. This is what I've heard in the rumours. Now I really do hope this is true. Right, on screen now as you can see is a fully upgraded tier 9 heavy tank, the Conqueror. Now this Conqueror is amazing. It really is amazing. I've recently researched the Chieftain, which is, as you can see here, which is one of the routes off of the Conqueror, and then I grinded the only tank I kind of grinded all the way without free XP in it by using my gold, was this beautiful machine, which is the FV215B, which is the tier 10 British heavy tank. They both are heavy tanks, as you can see, and they both are tier 10. Now, what the rumour has it, and if it is correct, I am so looking forward to it, and I wanted to give you guys the kind of the first opportunity. This is supposed to be rolling out in, I believe, July, sometime. Sorry, not July, it's June sometime. In the next update, which I believe is 4.5. So that's the update 4.5 for console. That's for PC. Sorry, for console, and it's for Xbox as well as for PlayStation. Is what I was trying to say. Now, the rumour is that we're going to get the Super Conqueror. Yes, you heard it right, the Super Conqueror. Now, what that is, if you haven't seen on PC, is amazing. I've been watching other YouTubers playing the Super Conqueror. Obviously, most famous would be Quickie who I think is very good at what he does. And, you know, someday I hope to aspire to, or yeah, I hopefully like to be, if not bigger, or, you know, anyway. I digress. It's just nice to hear that we could be getting a PC tank that, you know, that is kind of really back. Well, whether they get rid of the FV215B, I don't know. Whether they drop that down to tier 10 as a premium tank, I don't think they or do they open that line and give us a new tier 9, which I don't think, might not happen. And would they might actually, because then they might put the FV215B higher up, put another tier 9 in that you have to grind from tier 8, and then obviously the Conqueror will then go on to the Super Conqueror. That could happen. That is a possibility. Or the possibility is it will just branch off from the Conqueror to then grind for the third tier British tier 10, which is obviously the Super Conqueror. Now obviously, like I said, this is just speculation. This is not truth. I don't play on test servers. I don't speak to anyone that has test server ability, because obviously there's confidentiality in this respect. I just heard it from what I read online, a couple of things I heard in forums. So yeah, I mean, I've just heard through the grapevine basically. I'm going to now show you the statistics of the Conqueror and my opinions of the Conqueror. Now let me start by saying, obviously I've got, as you can see, 1 mark of excellence on it. It's a tank that I played quite a lot, nearly about 160 games I believe, to be precise. So the equipment I put on this tank is code optics, vents and large gun rammer, and obviously I put the premium consumables, which is, as you can see, a large repair kit, tea and pudding, and an automatic fire extinguisher. Now you're probably thinking, why do you not put first aid kit? Well, I have Mentor on this, and I kind of don't really get my crew knocked out. I say that, and I'll probably next game I'll probably get taken out my commander. But with the perk, I think it's Jack of all trades. I think you can get kind of your teammates. If one fails, then your other crew member will step into its place. So that's why I went for that. Obviously, I am still grinding quite a lot for this tank, just in case that they do release the Super Conqueror. But I would say the source I got it from was he kind of pretty much knows a lot about tanks, so I would say 80-20 that it's gonna come true. So fingers crossed it does. So what else can I say about this Conqueror? So I can say it's an absolute beast, to be fair. Now look at the armor module, look at the turret, it is just unbelievable. If you can just sit behind something, cover your lower plate, which is obviously only a weak point of something like in the region of 51 to 71. Now anything can penetrate your bottom plate. It's kind of slightly harder at the angled front part of the tank, because obviously it's 121 to 161. But as you can see, the turret itself is where it shines, sorry. And obviously you don't really want to be getting hit in the rear of the turret or the rear end of the tank itself. The engine is obviously mounted at the rear, which is obviously where you get the 20% fire rating. Sometimes I've been side scraping, I've been hitting the side, and then it's caught fire. So I always use automatic fire extinguisher. Like I said, it's a 20% chance of your fire extinguisher. So that's about the armor module of the tank. Obviously, you've got the weak point on top, which is a small squash cupola there, as you can see. But like I said, if you just face your enemies, you keep your bottom plate covered, then you possibly you know you're going to do well. To be fair, you're going to do well, and you're going to see a couple of a gameplay of mine that I feel that I kind of perhaps played really well, but I kind of think I should have played a bit better, but we'll see in it, and I don't want to spoil it. It obviously has probably one of the best 120mm guns that you can have at tier 9, I believe. I mean, look at the reload time, 10.5 seconds. If you've got a decent crew, you can knock that down to about 8, with, especially with gun rammer as well. You've got your 1.9 aiming in time. You've got your accuracy 0.3. 0.33. Now that's obviously one of the best 120mm guns that you can probably find in the game. The one thing that does let it down, which you do find that the British tanks are kind of famous for, is the gun depression. It's only got 7 degrees, but don't let that fool you. If you get it on the side slightly, you can get it down to a little bit more, but not a lot. So I think it's 8 degrees max, but you know the max they're saying 7, but you know, it does feel a little bit more when you're kind of off the side of the tanks. But yeah, I mean, all in all, it's quite a good rounded tank once you get up there. Once you get to the top tier itself, obviously the 120mm gun. But what this kind of tank is renowned for is the Hesh round, which is which I think is something like 90mm to 150mm. The splash radius is brilliant, and it's got basically 150mm that can do 386 damage. That's minimum, but the max is 644. So all in all, it's a pretty good all-round tank. What we're gonna look here is we're gonna have a look at I've done the gun, I've done that. So yeah. What I'm going to say is I really do hope that they do bring in the another line. They do bring in Super Conqueror. That would be brilliant. Let's hope that they do kind of... We have that third line there, as you can see. You know, I would be really, really happy with that. But obviously it depends on... I'd like to hear what you guys think, and whether you guys really, in the comment section, whether you think it's going to happen. If you know anything about it, if you really think this rumour could be true. But anyway, guys, I really hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a like. Stay tuned for at the end of this video will be a gameplay of the Conqueror, and I really hope you've enjoyed it. So thank you very much, guys, for watching, and see you on the battlefield.
Take them out and capture their base. Let's go. Focus attention here. damaged. Penetration. Loaded and ready. That one did some damage. Enemies looking right at us. Friendly vehicle destroyed. We're immobilized. Track repaired. Drive on. Looks like that one went straight through. I see one. They've spotted us. Fire! Put it out quickly. Fuel tanks all patched up. Penetration. Enemies got us in their sights. Load it up. Let her rip. He's gone. Find us another target. They found us. Penetration. They've spotted us. She's loaded. The enemy knows our location. Penetration. Loaded and ready. No good. Didn't go through. They found us. Penetration. Enemies looking right at us. We barely grazed them. That one drilled straight through. Reloaded. Locked and loaded. We hit 'em hard. Focus on this location. attention here.